big up content over everything. I like his channel.
Chase!
Content over everything!
What's happening today?
So today marks the death anniversary of the Prophet's grandson, Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And he was a grandson of the Holy Prophet, and he's actually referred to as leaders of the Eastern Paradise by both Sunni and Shia sects. And so today is a procession going on behind us at Marble Arch, and it marks the largest peace gathering in the world. In Karbala, where the Prophet's grandson's shrine is, you'll find that around 20 to 30 million people are gathering on this day alone to show our respect to him. And so we believe Imam Hussein's message is increasingly relevant today. He was killed alongside 72 members of his family versus the tyrant of his time. On his side there were 30,000, so you have 30,000 here of the tyrant and 72 of Imam Hussein, the tyrant Yazid. And so he was mutilated and he was killed alongside his family. And we believe his message is increasingly relevant today. Why? Because you have groups and Islamic fractions coming in the name of Islam, like ISIS, Janabat al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, all of these different fractions, in the name of Islam, beheading people. And we say this is nothing new. This happened 1400 years ago to the Prophet's own grandson. So we believe his message is increasingly relevant today to show people that we are indifferent and separate to these extremist fractions, and that we are still adhering to the path of the Prophet's family, the Ahlul Bayt, and that we want to continue his message. And this is predominantly a message which exists within all sects, but predominantly within the Shia religion, because we seek Ahlul Bayt as role models. And so that's what today is really about. All over around the country, everywhere, you'll find people on this day are having marches, processions to commemorate the death of Imam Hussein and stand for his message.
Give me some, like what makes Shia Islam different from any other factions of Islam.
So I feel like the main difference between our school of thought and others is our epistemological differences within our school of thought. So that's where our school of thought differs from others, is that we incline ourselves or hold on to the path of the Prophet's family, and we stick to them. So if anyone fights against the Prophet's family, we would say we don't want anything to do with these kinds of people. We adhere to the Quran and the Ahlul Bayt. The Prophet said in his speech at Ghadir, one of his last speeches, I leave for you two things. So long as you hold on to them, you will never ever go astray. The Quran and my Ahlul Bayt. The Quran and my family. So the main difference between our school of thought and others is that we stick on to the Ahlul Bayt. We believe their messages are divinely sent by God, and that they are the true protectors of the Quran. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him and his family, said to Imam Ali, "Oh Ali, you fight to protect the interpretation of the Quran as I fought for his revelation." So the Quran was brought, revelation was brought by the Prophet Muhammad, and its interpretation should be adhering to a specific group of people also chosen by God. Because it's very important, the interpretation. When you have verses like Surah 9 verse 6 where it says, "Kill disbelievers wherever you find them," we need to know what this interpretation is. Is it in this context? Is it out of this context? We need to have people who have this interpretation of the Quran, the correct interpretation. And we believe God instilled that within the Prophet's family. So we believe in your Kitab al-Sittah, which is the six main books of the Sunni school of thought. We agree whatever agrees with our hadith books. So we have four main hadith books. So anything in concurrence to our hadith books we accept. Anything which goes against the imams, the 12 leaders which we have, we would.
What are your four hadith books?
So we have the Sheikh Saduq books, Sheikh Sulti's books, and other scholars.
So it's different from Bukhari and
we have different hadith books.
And all
exactly.
That. Okay.
So Al-Qafi by Khulaini, Sheikh Al-Khulaini. I'm just giving some of the names. So these are our four main books.
Okay.
So why do you take them books and not the other books?
So the main comes down to epistemological differences. So if we believe that the God actually chose these 12 imams and the Ahlul Bayt to protect the Quran's interpretation, and they were divinely chosen, then we believe in our school of thought to be correct, and that when these imams came forward and produced their own hadith books, of course we're going to take their hadith books because they were chosen by God. Abu Hanifa, for example, Bukhari, the main book of the Sunni Muslims, doesn't take any traditions from Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, the sixth grandson of the Holy Prophet. Not a single hadith. And this is the grandson of the Holy Prophet. He has the most knowledge on the matter. So this is why we have our own hadith books, because we're taking our narrations from the Prophet's family. If you look at the chain of narrators of Sunni's books in Bukhari, the main number one narrator is Aisha, the wife of the Prophet. Number two, Abu Huraira, the one who converted 2 years before Islam, somehow happens to be the second largest narrator. I don't know how. Keep going down. Number three, Abdullah ibn Umar, who gave bay'ah to Yazid, the one who killed Imam Hussein I was just referring to, he gave bay'ah to Yazid, Abdullah ibn Umar, and you hold him, meaning he gave allegiance to him.
Okay.
So he held him as his Imam, as his leader.
Okay.
So the third largest narrator is Abdullah ibn Umar, the one who gave allegiance to Yazid, who killed Imam Hussein. You keep going down, and do you know how much Imam Ali narrates? 1%. Imam Ali narrates 1%. So you have Bibi Aisha 17%, Abu Hurairah and Abdullah ibn Umar has around 15-16%, and Imam Ali alayhi salam has 1%. So this is the main difference between our hadith books, that we're taking our hadiths from Ahlul Bayt, whereas you're taking them from the enemies of Ahlul Bayt. This is what really separates our school of thought from others. Do you understand, bro?
What is the difference?
Yeah, that's alright.
So do you Shia man do dawah as well?
We do, yeah, so
Ain't
we
seen
do.
enough Shia man in the park doing dawah.
Yeah, so we call people to Islam, but in terms of Speaker's Corner, you won't find a lot of Shias here, mainly due to the environment which is built here, which has been anti-Shia and anti-other school of thought. The main school of thought which you will find here are the Salafi school of thought, and you won't really find many other school of thoughts here. It's mainly due to the way it's, the social dynamics of the place and the way it's built. But we do dawah, and it's something we should really encourage more Shias to do. Yeah. Big up content over everything. I like his channel. Chase!
That's fine.
That's alright.
Hey.
How you doing? Not bad. How are you?
Good?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's Arba'een, yeah?
Huh? Yeah, that's Arba'een.
Can I ask you a question?
We actually had a few questions for you if you don't mind.
For me, yeah?
Yeah. We wanted to talk about Tawheed.
Go here.
Yeah, so we believe that the main difference between us.
No, wait. Before we